Before I go up and do the other ones, I need to start tracking here. That's on, so whoop. And turn the other camera on. And then we'll untie the boat. I need to get the motor started first though. And the autopilot, hook that up. I don't think I need to use any power this morning because I think the boat's stuck. Put my life vest on when I come back. I think I got that set up pretty decent. All right. Now, get the bow line first. Interesting with this shallow water. Well, we'll untie the bow line first. Fortunately, it's light wind this morning. That's going to help us get off. We'll coil this up. Recovering these long lines makes it a little bit more complicated than usual, but it's a sunny, beautiful morning. Makes that much easier when this line is my longest on the boat. And this is the first time I've ever had to use it. I have not had that need. And I think it's a little bit off to the northeast, so we'll take this one here. It is a nice morning, but I do need to keep moving. Wind is supposed to come up this afternoon, and I'd like to beat that if I can. Coil one more loop there. We'll carry this back with us. I still haven't taken those fenders off from yesterday. Okay, there we go. Fortunately, this aluminum is not slippery. I just managed to splash into my boots, so that was not bright. All right, put that there. I'll leave that there. One more line. But this one has two extensions. Longest tie-up I've ever had with this really shallow area. It makes it real difficult to tie when you got so far from shore. Thank you, Lord, for calm winds this morning, the ability to untie and put away everything in the warm sunshine and mild conditions instead of raining and blowing, and which it could be. It had been the last couple days, so I just really appreciate the ability to do this in fine conditions. Put this up here. Picked up a bunch of weeds, but it'll dry out. Sand on this one too, but we'll just live with it. Let it dry out in the sun and on the foredeck as we're going to the new place. All right. Down to the last one here. All right. Bring this around and tie it and let this dry out as we go. Now the plank is our last thing. All right, let's see if we can get this in. Let that drain a little bit. And take those fenders off. And take those back with me. All right, folks, I think we're ready to go. Just need to take my boots off, put my sandals back on. Hopefully the next spot won't be that shallow. Now the question is, can I get out of here? If that wind pushed me down on the beach, it might be hard, but we'll try. Coming right out. Can't believe it. Figured we'd be stuck. Yeah, we'll go over this way a little bit. Okay, we're off. Shallower there than I thought. Kicked up some sand. All right, let's go out the side of this little island. And then we'll head east. And we're off at, so 9:10. Kind of warm in that sun. Get the autopilot going. Okay, that's on. I didn't bring my binoculars out and my camera. No, the binoculars are on the seat. Tow line was a little bit too tight. Well, we're doing 7.3 miles an hour, calm conditions, semi-clear sky. There's some real high clouds, but not very thick. Temperatures are warming up. I was able to take my vest off. Of course, jumping up and down off the boat works up a sweat a little bit. We'll film here for a little bit, but I think I'll turn it off in a bit. We're open, folks. I haven't seen one houseboat yet. No campers. There's two sites right here, one up the port side. There's bugs, I don't know if you can see them flying around me. They're harmless, but they're just a pest. Must be a hatch today. Well, I'm pleased that this is open. It's a really nice park-like site, fairly protected from most winds. A little bit, and it's sandy bottom, so even if you get a little bit of wave, it's not going to hurt anything. Yeah, too early for the campers. I guess they, can't swim, so a lot of people don't want to come out when it's water temperature is 44 degrees. You don't want to go in the water. Well, the question is, what's the water level in this particular beach? We will see. Getting a message here that my wireless mic is disconnected. I don't know how that could happen, but showing the microphone, but not sure if it's working. looks pretty open. Trying to figure out which trees to tie to. Let's go see what we can do. Do this line here first. Well, we made it, and the wind didn't come up. I was thinking it might. We need to get this out here. The boat's starting to move around a little bit. Out of the way. This is not going to be long enough anyway. I'm going to have to get an extension. So let's get the side ones tied first. If I can reach anything. It may not be long enough. Pull that over a little bit. I think that's good. Can I reach the tree? That'd be the best place, but we'll leave it there for now. I'll come back with an extension. This one here will reach, I guess. Well, maybe not. This is going to be too short too. Grab some extensions. I still have them all here. Take this one, I guess, and tie this out to the side first. Use this tree. We don't need that extension. So we'll tie that up securely and use the extension on the other one. Yeah, the picnic table's still here, and I'm really pleased there's no one here. It's too bad, we're only about four feet short. Not a problem. We got plenty of line on this boat, so we will be fine. That's nice and tight. A couple times around, a couple of half hitches, and hang up the excess line so it's not on the ground. Hang on the post. All right, do I have anything for center line? This tree here would work with an extension, so I'll take this other line too. So good old Boland is the best knot to use in this situation, at least in my estimation. I'm sure there's others that would work, but I like the Boland because it is so easy to untie, even if it's under tension. Oh, there's even a bunch of firewood here. Can't believe that. Usually people don't leave it, although we need to check it out. It may not be dry. We'll run this around the tree a couple times. And again, a couple more half hitches to secure it, and then coil up excess line. This is a double braid. This is not a double braid. I prefer double braid for handling. This is a 3-strand. It works, but it's not as nimble to work with when you're handling lines a lot, so they tend to kink more. There we go. We are secure. I don't know what it is that got into my top last winter, but something ate it up, made a mess out of it. So let's take this line back, put it in the back. Bugs look like they're disappearing. Hang this up so it stays dry. All right, the motor can be shut off. we're here, folks. I'm pleased, really pleased with this spot. Well, it's 11:15. Let's go ahead and save this. I'm calling it V2 for Voyageurs, second leg. And we went 13.2 miles. Let's double check that and see where we started. We started at 8:50. It's 11:15 on arrival. I don't think we left that early. I think it was 9 or after. And I'm going to pull that down right away and see why it's not. Sound wasn't working on it. At least it says. So I want to look and see. Well, yeah, it does say that it's not. So maybe that died out on me. Turn that off. Yeah, it didn't. I think it just died. So as you can see, it's a nice sandy beach behind me. There's some rocks over here. There's a little trail that goes out to the point. I'll plan to stay at least 2 days here. Put the motor on the inflatable. Maybe do a little test run with that. Not test run, but just poke around here a little bit, explore. Still tired from yesterday. Slept good. I had a long night. Ended up being a mess there last night about, forget what time it was, about close to 9 o'clock. Getting dark, and all of a sudden a gust of wind came up that was not forecast. The winds were supposed to be light, 4 to 6 miles an hour. And it was right up until about, I was in bed reading. All of a sudden, the wind was up at least 10, and it pushed the boat sideways. The lines were not, a gust must have come a little bit from almost the northeast, a little stronger. And so I ended up going out and putting extensions on all the lines and taking it out further for better support. Was able to pull the boat back around straight. Fortunately, I tied the gangplank on, so it was secure. It hadn't fallen in, but it was cattywampus because of the way the boat moved around. And as it was, I had about 3 feet of water I had to go through, so I had to wear boots every time I got in and out. Messed around there, the first time I had to use my longest line, which is about 150 feet, I think. And I had to use that for the bow. And then extensions, I had 2 extensions on the starboard, 1 extension on the port to reach out a wide enough angle, just because I was so far away from the shore. I had the gangplank extended to 9 feet, and it still wasn't reaching shore. Fortunately, my plank is really good. It doesn't. You're not slippery on it, even if it's wet. That aluminum grips for some reason. It's hard for me to understand that, but it has enough of a adhesion that my boots don't slip on it. After that was done, I don't know, maybe it seemed to me that it calmed down even within 30 minutes. I don't know if I was asleep. I think I was still reading, and the wind went down, and then it was pretty much calm through the night. I didn't feel any motion, no noise. It was quiet. Just for a period of maybe an hour and a half, maybe there was a rise in the storms, or the winds, I should say. I didn't see any thunderstorms around, so that can't explain it. It's just a fluke. Bugs that I just had here a few minutes ago, I took pictures of it. Now they pretty much dissipated. There's a few stuck around here yet. Oh yeah, they're all up here in this. I should take a picture of that. They're all over the bimini, so I'll take a picture of